So down here in Fort Worth, in the great state of Texas, we saw utter and total embarrassment at a city council meeting between two candidates. Now, I'm gonna show you two videos because the first one is going to pretty much, talk about mainly the incident, and the second one is going to go in a little more detail as into why these two have issues with each other. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And when you do subscribe, hit the notification bells. Every time I drop a video, you will be the first to know about it. Let's hit it.
A city council race in Fort Worth got heated. Video from a debate last night shows two candidates getting in each other's faces. That conflict involved incumbent Councilmember Chris Nettles and Payton Jackson, a candidate who is running to take his place in District 8. Fox 4's Dion England is live with details. Dion.
Hi there, Clarice. It was indeed a candidate forum, and now the fallout after that physical altercation involving police reports.
In fact, the incumbent found it.
A community forum out of control.
These debates, these forums, they get heated. But I never touched him initially. He touched me first.
City council candidate Payton Jackson is challenging District 8 incumbent Chris Nettles.
I think I acted appropriately by standing up.
A viewer shared the video with Fox 4. Jackson, during a response, places in front of Nettles what she says is a lawsuit she's filed against him. It goes south from there. You were there.
I was there.
Were you shocked?
I was definitely shocked.
Citizen Jessica Gomez recorded a different angle.
So I stand up and I did like this.
Both Nettles and Jackson say they have filed police reports in the matter. You can see when we spoke to Jackson, she is wearing a holstered firearm.
Looking like a Sig Sauer to me. Sig Sauer, however you pronounce it, just by the color. So.
Prior to the forum, she was asked to give up her firearm and was only wearing the holster.
If I'm in your personal space and you really feel endangered, back up.
That's what I wanted to get into. That's what I was waiting for right there. This has got to be the most delusional young lady that I've seen in a minute. Why would you expect somebody to move from their place of comfort because you are getting into their personal space? Now, let's go back just a few seconds, right? Let's go back to see how this, let's look at this real quick. There we go. Let's see. Let's go right here. Let's try this.
So I stand up and I did like this.
Which he had a right to do. Now watch, you see she's on the side of the table, then look what she does.
Both Nettles and Jackson say
it's right in his space. I could have sworn that in COVID, we defined personal space as 6 feet. This woman is 6 inches in front of this dude. I have a feeling that one, she felt like she could intimidate him. Now, like you can see, she had that holster on her side. So maybe she thought she might have still had that gun in her waist. 2, she's a little taller than the brother, so she might thought she could intimidate him that way. And 3, she may feel that she may be a little more masculine than he is in her approach, in the way she, just by the way she's standing. So those 3 things right there probably made her feel entitled and empowered to walk around that table and get into that man's face, which she was definitely in the wrong. And it's great that video was recorded from at least 2 different angles. But back to the holster, why does she feel she have to carry a gun into a city council meeting? And there are armed guards at the city council meeting. I'm confused, but let's continue.
They have filed police reports in the matter. You can see when we spoke to Jackson, she is wearing a holstered firearm. Prior to the forum, she was asked to give up her firearm and was only wearing the holster.
If I'm in your personal space and you really feel
I want y'all to notice this here. She's wearing an American flag upside down. I really don't understand why people like this run for political office in a country that you don't like. I can understand you don't like to say, okay, so you run for council or you run for political position because you don't agree with the way things are going, so you want to make a change. I get it. But it makes very little sense for you to be in the forefront disrespecting the country, because this upside down flag will not get you any votes. I don't know how many white folk are in District 8, and if it's a bunch of black folks, I doubt you'll get a many people that's going to vote anyway. But wearing this upside down flag is not going to get you any brownie points from, well, let's just say people who normally vote on real issues.
in danger? Back up.
I wish a son gun would get in my face and tell me to back up. That's not how it works, young lady. For some reason, you don't understand the law. And when these police reports are filed and they get to court, you definitely will be found in the wrong. What if it's tall? You know what I'm saying? If she just wasn't so, she must have had a hard life.
Back up. I would never put my hands on anybody. Not initially.
And as she approached me, I stand up and to protect myself to make sure that she doesn't do anything while I'm sitting down. So I think it's good.
Exactly. That's just fight or flight. And that's just a natural reaction. Somebody stand up in your face. It don't matter who it is. If somebody comes right next to me, first of all, it's when we learn in school that's like, what's it like in nursing? We learn that's like it's intimidating for someone to stand over you. So like when I'm at work and I'm talking to a patient, 9 times out of 9, they're sitting down in a chair. So even if they call me over to the chair and I walk to talk to them, I always have to remind myself to, if it seems like it's going to be a conversation, I always try to like squat down to the level or grab a chair and sit down next to them, because I don't want to stand over them, because who knows what they want to ask. They may ask something that they don't feel comfortable asking. They may, and they may feel timid or, shy about it, or you don't know how they feel when they're asking a question. Or they may come at you, aggressive. They may be upset when they're talking to you. And you standing over them, you might catch emotion, and you standing over them, now they can feel threatened. But if you can sit down next to them and look them in the eye and talk to them and talk with a soft voice, soft tone, it levels the playing field. So he did the right thing. Like I say, it's just a natural reaction, human reaction, that he stood up, because you don't let nobody stand up over you and talk to you. Never. That you just never do, especially if they standing straight up and look intimidating. That's one thing. They standing over, you might be leaning over on us, leaning over on the countertop, talking softly. That's one thing. But if they coming at you like that, yeah, he had every right to stand up. And at least, like I say, he didn't try to hit her. He just tried to keep her, tell her, back up. You know what I'm saying? Dang.
To have a good debate and a good conversation, but violence is not the answer.
It just made a spectacle of the race now.
Business owner Arthur McCoy is another Nettles challenger in the race. He participated in the same forum. However, his stand on the issues Thursday night overshadowed by this.
Let's pay attention to District 8 as a whole. Let's pay attention to District 8 about the homeless. Let's pay attention to District 8 about the infrastructure, and not make a spectacle of this.
And it's a good thing that the one heterosexual black person, perceived in this debate didn't get to talk in the forum, but yet he got positive. He was able to go onto the news channel and speak about the issue. So this might work out better for him after all.
Nettles.
And we need more strong black, positive, heterosexual males in positions of power and leadership anyway.
Jackson and McCoy are scheduled to take part in another candidate forum on Monday.
So that'll be tomorrow. So let's look at the second video, and it kind of goes a little bit deeper into the history of these two.
Plenty of heated political debates, but it's not every day the candidates have to be physically separated. But that's what happened last night during a debate for Fort Worth City Council. Scoop Jefferson just spoke with both candidates and shows us why police are getting involved.
This is the heated exchange caught on camera that ended a Fort Worth City Council candidate debate Thursday night. Now, two of the candidates are pointing fingers. Payton Jackson says things got heated after she served Councilman Chris Nettles with lawsuit papers in the middle of the debate.
And you see, when you look at this, he doesn't even acknowledge her, right? She puts the paper on the table, staring at him. Like I say, standing straight up, trying to intimidate this brother. And now she's talking with her hands. Those are all signs of aggression. Why would you not think that this brother was going to stand up and brace himself just in case you went left? No political pun intended.
Of the debate. Video shows the tense moments. Then
you see him say, "Get out my face." If you can read lips, say, "Get out my face," and he's turning towards the left. And if they played more of the video, you will see like armed, I don't know if they're police or troopers or whatever, come from that way. So he's basically saying, "Hey, you need to get out my face," and he's probably looking for security to come get out of his face.
People in the audience rushed to separate them.
What you saw in the video is her verbally abusing me and physically abusing me.
Mm-hmm. He's resulted to physically assaulting me, all because I put a piece of paper down.
Nah, you delusional, unaccountable sister. No, that is not what happened.
Fort Worth police confirmed both filed assault by offensive.
But she'll probably get on TV. She'll probably get on her, Instagram page and do a whole boohoo video and start a GoFundMe because her feelings are hurt.
Contact reports against each other, which a municipal judge will rule on.
It's your thing.
But the bad blood between Jackson and Nettles is not new.
So let's see. This is the history. It's called Republican colleagues racist simply because they're not Democrats. Tries to set up Democrat colleague to store leverage. Admits Congressman Beasley hasn't done his job before Beasley started handing out checks. Tries to put out a hit once he discovered his wife was cheating with his brother and god brother, despite his affairs with both men and women. What? Oh, man.
Earlier this year, Jackson started posting videos of Nettles she secretly recorded 2 years ago, she says is now part of her plan.
I will be unseating Chris Nettles in May.
Each one of those videos is heavily altered. She's using AI, she's chopping them up.
Do you feel that the secret recordings would jeopardize your trust with the public?
No, and if it does, I really don't care.
Because of the abrupt interruption, the District 8 debate was cut short, leaving voters without a chance to hear from all three candidates. There are more forums scheduled.
So, like I said, the heterosexual black male was not even able to talk because of this foolishness.
But now both Nettles and Jackson are undecided about participating because of this.
Now, hold on. Is this woman fussing at him? You see what I'm saying? Like, what the...
Unlike the last debate, Jackson insists on carrying her handgun to the next one.
When you see me, you're going to see my gun. I'm an American. I'm a Texan.
None of us are carrying guns. This is a community event to talk to people.
In Fort Worth, I'm Scoop Jefferson.
We've seen plenty of...
Mercy. And this is the future of our leadership. Man, this is utter embarrassment. This young lady is totally in the wrong. What'll probably happen is once this goes in front of the judge, it probably just dismissed both with a warning because, I mean, I don't know exactly what their position is and the position of the judge and the relationship, but I'm sure he don't want to run afoul of anybody who's going to be in political office who could probably one day become a mayor or who knows, a senator, governor, who knows. So I don't think they're going to do anything about it, but this is just the problem with society today. This woman is unaccountable for her actions, and we see that a lot of times. This guy was sitting there keeping the peace, not doing anything. I mean, whatever they were saying verbally, like they say, you can say what you want to all day, every day. And, freedom of speech or whatever the case may be, as long as you don't threaten somebody, I guess. Unless you don't threaten the president, I don't know. But once you get in somebody's personal space, and she was she was just too close. I'm sorry. She was just too doggone close. And I might have would have turned my back on her and walked off. You know what I'm saying? Just kept going I might have just would have sat there and just ignored her. You know what I'm saying? Because you're in a public space and see what you do and let her just go crazy. You know what I'm saying? Let everybody see how she can get. Because one thing you have to understand about people like her, if you ignore them or walk away from them, they're only going to get worse. The reaction is going to get, they're going to step it up to the point to where they probably will get physical with you and get the cursing and throwing stuff like that and make it worse. And it's just the truth. The true person is going to come out and it's going to make you look 1,000 times better. So, like I say, he did the right thing pretty much of stand up and defend himself. But like I said, if I would have stood up, I would have turned I would turn and left. Cause first of all, not going to confront no female at all. I'm gonna keep it moving. It's just not worth it because you can't win that. You just can't win that. But if she would have had that gun in the holster and came up on me, that could probably be a different story. Because now you can really say that you feel that your life is in danger. So I might just have to snatch that gun up off of her. You feel what I'm saying? Just to get away from her. That's all. Do like they do in the movie. Snatch it from her. You know what I'm saying? Take out the clip into the chamber. Dismantle it and then drop it and then keep going. Keep it moving. Something like that. That's all. Anyway, tell me what you think about this story. Leave your comments below. Share it with the world. Let's have an intelligent conversation. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Those 4 things cost you maybe a couple minutes out your day, but it means the world to us here. If you like to support the channel financially, you can get super thanks, super chat, super stickers, or you can go to the description box. There are a couple of links there you can click on to help support the channel that way. Now, if you would like something tangible for your dollars, which a lot of people do, and you can go to marlonmorale.com. You go to our Shopify store, or you can just simply hit that shop button below and check out all our luxury products. We got fragrances, we got silk products, beard products, handbags, and much more. Check it out. I promise you will love it. But with that being said, I'll leave you in peace, and I'll see you on the other side.